Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. Today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I've had a couple of calls this morning actually, and the gentleman on the other end said, you know, Larry, I've seen these trucks, but what exactly are they designed to do? How does the whole process work? How do you end up with the truck with that nice of a conversion at the end? So we're just going to take a couple of minutes and just talk about the trucks. We purchased them directly from Freightliner and their cabin chassis at that point. From there, they're sent to our conversion company, which is in Oklahoma. They put on the entire conversion, the interior, the beds, all of that stuff you see is done in Oklahoma. From there, they come to us. We have certified Freightliner mechanics in our shop, and they thoroughly go through them. I mean, I'll tell you, we spend about $3 grand paying those mechanics to completely go through them to make sure that they're as high as quality as possible. At that point, they're put onto the market. So that's a little bit about how the process works. Another question is, well, what exactly are they designed to do? They're not a semi, they're not a pickup. Where do they fit in life? So they are designed to tow that mid-size weight to heavy weight, right in that range, and do it safely and comfortably. Examples would be horse trailers. You know, either the larger horse trailers, the ones with living quarters, that kind of thing is what they're designed to do. In addition to that, fifth wheel campers. We sell a lot for people that want to hook on a larger fifth wheel and be able to go. These trucks are designed to go coast to coast, border to border, and do it safely and comfortably. So that's a little bit of background of what the trucks are and what they're designed to do. Today we are taking a look at a 2024 Freightliner M2 106. Now this is the Summit Hauler conversion. So as we view it from the rear, we'll talk about a couple of things that kind of stick out. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. It can be used as a gooseneck or fifth wheel or for a bumper pull trailer. We have sold them to individuals that basically use them to tow their boat around with, and they're very, very good for that. Above that we see where we hook up the lights for our bumper pull. This is the Voyager system. That's the same system that the backup camera uses. So if you want to put on more cameras, right there is where you hook them up. We see a trough cut out of the bed. We've had trade-ins where this all beat up. So by cutting this trough out, that simply eliminates that. Here is where we hook up the lights. It comes with a gooseneck ball already. However, a high percentage of my customers purchase what's called the Hensley hitch. And if you get a chance to tune in Friday, we're going to do a truck with the Hensley hitch on it. Therefore, we can go into it a little deeper. But basically, that is a hitch that is on airbags. So you basically have air suspension on the trailer. It's also known as the trailer saver hitch. So when you're in your travels, not only do you not feel every bump in the road, but it prolongs the life of the trailer as well. As we go forward, we see that there's 2 holes already pre-drilled. Here and right over there. If you are in need of more storage, we can have an additional storage box either shipped to you, or with enough notice, we can have that at the time of delivery. And finally, as we go on up, we see the backup camera located right in the middle. Now, as we come around, we'll admire the truck from this side. This truck weighs approximately 14,000 pounds. It comes with a GVWR of 19.5. This particular truck is silver in color, which is kind of unique. We don't have a lot of those, but they match up very well, particularly with the fifth wheel trailers. As you can see, It comes with 2 storage compartments, a smaller one in the back, and a larger one in front that has a connection to an air hose in there. And that is an item I think you're going to use more than you think, not only to air up tires, but to keep the cab clean. This is a trickle charger that assists the batteries in maintaining power. If you wanted to leave lights on at night, things of that nature, you simply plug that in to a 110 outlet to assist the batteries in maintaining power. The back seat can be made down into a bed simply by pushing a button, and then taken back up to the normal sitting position. Under here is one of 2 50-gallon fuel tanks. The other one is on the opposite side. And right beside that is the DEF tank, which holds up to 6 gallons. Recent data is showing about 350 miles per 1 gallon of DEF. As we look inside the driver's seat, both the driver and passenger seat are air ride. Those adjustments can be made right here. In addition to that, this is for the lumbar system that lets air in and out of the back of the seat. They can be heated as well. Here's where we make the adjustments to the seat. We look right below the steering wheel. We see a small pedal. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. It comes with a kill switch located right there. And that's just a good practice to get into. Chances are whoever purchases this truck isn't going to use it as a daily driver. So if it's going to be used once and then take a couple months off and used again, utilizing that kill switch will actually extend the life of the batteries. Next, we'll take a look at the tires. It comes with Michelin 255/80 R22.5. A unique thing about the Summit Hauler conversion is this additional drum. Those are tire balancers. So as you pick up speed and gain momentum, it balances the entire rotating mass. Things are safer if everything is balanced. It's more comfortable, and it will extend tire life up to 40%. This truck is stock number 5N231370. As we come around and take a look directly in front, and we'll start at the ground and work our way up. Tow hooks located directly in the middle. We find a bumper that is actually broken into 3 sections. So if we ding one of them up, we can simply replace that section without having to do the entire bumper. As we move on up, we find an aftermarket grille. As we take a look at the hood, that is made of compressed fiberglass. Consequently, it is very tough and durable. As we take a look at the windshield, 2,500 square inches of glass. So that, coupled with the fact that we are already above traffic, makes visibility simply outstanding. And finally, we see a row of orange lights to assist the truck in lighting itself up at night. As we take a look under the hood, we find the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. So if you simply compare the size and the mass of the engine compared to a 1-ton pickup, just by visually taking a look at them, you can tell which one is going to last longer. The recent data I've seen lately is the 1-ton pickups. You know, they average between 250 to 300,000 miles in terms of lifetime. Well, if you take care of this truck, you're going to get 750,000 miles out of it. So common sense tells you you're going to go through 3 pickups before you will this particular Freightliner. A couple of things to note: air filter here. Down there is the air dryer. So especially for people that live in the southeast part of the country, that's going to dry the air as it goes through the truck. Next, we'll take a look inside the passenger seat. Similar to the driver's seat from the standpoint of it is air ride with the same adjustments. Underneath here gives us access to the cab air filters. Next, we'll take a look at the back seat. From this particular view, you can really see just how much room and space this truck offers. If you compare that to a pickup, that really isn't even close. That plus the Summit Hauler conversion offers the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. As we look directly in front of us, that simply confirms what I was talking about on the outside. See how we are above traffic? So we can see above the cars that are directly in front of us. Plus, with this large amount of glass, we can see things coming along the sides as well. The backup camera is located right here. Air horn over here. As we come across, this is a very important one. This is the engine brake. Now compare that to an exhaust brake on a pickup, that the exhaust simply slows it down a little bit as you go. That's an engine brake. So when you're coming down a decline, you turn that to high and you actually have about 350 horses coming back at you, and that will slow everything down. Consequently, that makes things safer for you and your family and the other drivers on the road as well. Cruise control up here, intermittent marker lights here. Traction control, this locks the differential. Automatic transmission, it can be turned into manual by pressing the mode button, and you simply use the arrows to adjust the gears. In addition to that, these arrows, if you push them at the same time, tells you what's going on under the hood. Oil life, 99%. All of our filters are okay. Transmission health is good, and there are no codes. And that'll take us back to the main screen. Red arc trailer brake adjuster right here. This dial is for the stereo. Windows here. This is the dump valve. That lets the air out of the bed of the truck. You would use that when hooking up your trailer. Let all the air out, utilize your backup camera, makes hooking up your trailer very simple to do. Light test button there, that turns on all the lights on the outside of the truck. So you can check them in a pre-trip inspection before you start. Parking brake here. If your trailer does require air, this is all lined and ready to go. All we need to do is install your glad hands and everything is finished. Climate control located here. Cup holders there. And as we open up and take a look inside the console, more than adequate storage room inside. So as we review, this is a 2024 Freightliner M2 106 with a Summit hauler conversion. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at 303-684-3404. You can also email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.